It's just different.
All right, and welcome back to B.A.R Fitness TV. And I'm your host, Dwayne Atkinson, host of the B.A.R Fitness. And this is a podcast I put together to document my fitness journey. That fitness journey includes a lot of E2M folks, coaches, today's superstars, all kind of folks, man. And so I'm super excited to have on Mr. Eddie. This is a repeat offender. Mr. Eddie actually was on here when this was called the Sidebar. And since we've rebranded and I asked Mr. Eddie if he would come back, and as gracious and nice of a guy he is, he decided to come back. So I have on today Mr. Eddie Richardson. How you doing today, sir?
Hey, brother, I am doing well. I'm doing very well. And I thank you so much for inviting me back.
Yes, sir.
Glad to be back.
Good. I had to bring back the legend, man, with the brand change and super excited, man, because we're going to get into it, man. But I watched you turn up the notch a little bit, man. So before we get into that, man, I want you to, for those that may have missed that first episode, just kind of give a brief overview of your fitness journey, before E2M, what led you to E2M.
Okay, cool. And I'll give the short version of what's happening with me. I was first introduced to the program by some real good friends of mine, Carlos and Cindy Frank. I think most folks in the group, OGs, know who they are. New Gs will get to know who they are very soon. Right. Cindy does our aerobics on Saturday, and Carlos is just a legend within the group. Yep. You couldn't have come at a better time with me, as most of the OGs know, and New Gs probably will if they look at my page. I was diagnosed with prostate cancer years ago. And so that plus weight and other health issues that I had, led me to a place where I needed to do something with my life. And so E2M couldn't have come at a better time. I have been, I started September 2020, and the results have just been incredible since then. And I just feel extremely blessed to be in this space and to go through this experience, especially battling the disease that I have.
Wow, amazing. Every time I hear it, man, even when you post it, the before and after, I'm always in shock and awe, man. And it motivates me, man, because what I love about it is there's no like time frame or limitation or age limit when it comes to getting serious about your health, man. And you show that 100%, man. So for those that don't know, man, you already had a great transformation and lost a whole lot of weight and got fit, but these last two rounds, man, you turned the dial, man. Talk about that refocus and what fired you up to do that, man, because like I mentioned yesterday, it's all about finding new goals, man. Talk about what led you to that and then some of the things you did that changed the game up.
Well, each round I tried to focus on different things, and the last several rounds I have really gotten close with my tribe. Mm-hmm. Some folks within the program that are really close to me. Jennifer Conquest, Ms. Karen, and V, and we spend a lot of time just chatting and talking and sharing information. And a few of us, when we talk almost every day in one way or the other, and we talk about our goals and talk about how the program impacts us, and I just really pushed myself and just tried to do things differently, changing some things with my diet and changing some things with the way that I worked out. And especially with this last round, when I looked at the pictures, because I took my initial picture. And, when I took the picture at the end of the round and I looked at them side by side, because I wasn't going to submit the picture. But when I looked at it, I said, my gosh, what is happening here? And it was pretty cool. And, it's those kinds of things that just keep me excited and motivated, even if it's a a little, a new wrinkle or divot that I see somewhere in my body that wasn't there the round before. It just excites me that much more. It makes me want to work harder because, I've got some things that are going on, that relate to my medical condition, and because of the medications that I'm on, I can't grow muscle. It's very difficult for me to grow muscle because of the
Right.
hormones that I'm on. But when I see these physical changes that go on with my body, it just really excites me, man. It makes me want to push harder. And
Yeah,
so
man.
that has really, kind of got me going.
Yeah, no, that you definitely can see the difference. In those two pictures, when I saw it, I was like, "Watch out, Mr. Eddie." Well, because I remember, you mentioned being in maintenance and satisfied where you were, which is always good. That's always a goal. But like I said, when I saw that picture, I was like, "Oh, somebody stepped their toe out of maintenance and turned it up."
Yeah,
So
man. Go
no,
ahead.
I was just gonna say, man. So for maybe a new G that's listening, man. Because this isn't like a 8 weeks and done. This is a lifestyle, man. Just talk about you talked about your tribe helping you. Just talk about just finding that drive, because you could have stayed in maintenance, Ms. Eddie. You look good in clothes. You was chilling. You could have stayed there, man. Just talk about kind of your mindset, going forward with that.
I went into maintenance probably at about the third round, starting the third round after I started. And this is my 11th round
Mm,
with the program. And like I said a few moments ago, I've still been working hard, and I've still been, trying to maintain what I have, but I set goals for myself each round. And so, as I saw changes, even in maintenance, it made me want to do things a little bit differently. And
nice.
so that's what's kept me going. And then, having that network of close friends, and we talk about, what we want to work on the next round. And I've always said, I'm very satisfied with my body. But I know, in my tummy area, I've kind of wanted to work on that a little bit more and those kinds of things. And so, again, we talk about those things and we just kind of set our path to make it happen. And just having the encouragement of them, especially when there are down days. And even being in this program for multiple rounds, you have down days.
Yes.
And just to have someone to fall back on really does a lot for me. And even encouragement from the group. I mean, everyone knows I post all the time. I mean, I
Yep.
post multiple times a day with the workouts that I do. And just showing others that it's okay to post and it's
Yep.
okay to share. And then the response that I get back, whether it's one response or whether it's 500 responses, that just gives me life, and that just
Yes.
pumps me up, and it makes me want to continue to move forward.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
so I
Yeah.
really
You
have
set the tone with
a
that,
lot
man.
of it.
And I'll be honest. I can honestly say this: there would be no daily post from me if there wasn't an Eddie Richardson. I can honestly say that.
Wow. Wow.
Seeing you do it every day, seeing you, interact, seeing you respond, you set the standard for me. I was like, okay, this is how I need to operate. Because those that don't know, I grew my Instagram page to 50,000, and I was made memes and a whole lot of interaction. But in that world, they tell you not to respond. They tell you to just let people comment and like whatever. And that's the mindset I had going into the group. But seeing you like back, comment back, and that pretty much paved the way for me, man. And like you said, you receive just as much as you put out, man, whenever you post in the group, whether it's one like or one comment or whatever. So definitely want to publicly shout you out on that, man, because
Cool.
that was the standard, and another goal was I wanted my name called as much as your name was called in the live. I'm getting close.
Wow, man. That's cool, man. But my thing is, and talking about the posts, and one of the reasons why I do so much, especially with responses, because I'm the type person, if someone takes time out of their day to comment to me, that's their time. And if they
Right.
take time out of their day to comment to me, I at least want to reciprocate as best I can.
Right.
I may miss a couple, but there's not many. But I feel like I need to respond back and reciprocate, because again, relationships are reciprocal. I
That's
mean,
right.
I think that, even when you and I met, we met because of
Yep.
comments, and
Exactly.
because of posts. And so it's been the same way with the network of people that I have that are very close to me within E2M. It started the same way. And so I have some very intense relationships with people within the group just because of that. And that's how it started.
Yeah.
And I'm just so thankful for that. And so, for those folks that are in the program that are brand new and you're kind of wondering what to do in this space, just put it out there and see what happens.
Mm-hmm.
Even if it's, one like a day or
Mm-hmm.
something like that, don't worry about it. Somebody sees you
Mm-hmm.
and you're impacting somebody's life in some way because you took the time and you were courageous enough to reach out there that one time and post that picture. And so that's going to encourage somebody else to do just that. And so, if there's one tip for new G's, I would say just try it. And then Jeff asks us to do it anyway. And,
Mm-hmm.
and I do 99.9% of the things that Jeff asked me to do,
Right.
because I
Right.
know that there's benefit to the program. And again, with the blessings that I've received from this program, I'm going to do everything that I can to help grow this program.
100%, man. 100%. And so I would say, man, even I would honestly say, despite maybe a small number, people that have success are people that actually post, because it gives you accountability. It gives you the connection you're looking for. And I encourage new G's that I recruit, to post, because that everybody I've seen that's been super successful, they've posted. There are a few people that can work in the shadows and all of that, and but the majority of people that post, there's so much benefit from doing that, man. So I'm glad you touched on that, man. So this is a two-parter because I shared this in the group, and this is also live on my page. But you gave one set of advice for new G's, but I want you to think of something else to tell new G's, and then also somebody that's listening that just missed signups that need to sign up next time. What would you say to those two groups of folks?
I would say to both new G's and to those that are on the fence that potentially, may have missed the boat this round, but have an opportunity next round to give the program a chance.
Mm.
I took a chance. I watched this thing for a round or two because I was skeptical, about it, because you see all these other programs and you see the bodies and you see the faces and you're like, it doesn't add up. It's not real.
Right.
But once I took a chance and once I started engaging in the process and I saw change myself, and I'll be the first to say it was hard.
Mm-hmm.
It was difficult going from the life that I had to where I am now. But once I took that chance and that opportunity, and I started to see change in my body and in my life and in my mindset, that's all I needed to get through it. And again, 11 rounds later, it's still hard.
Mm-hmm.
But I've gotten better at how I handle it and
Right.
how I handle the things that go on with me. I've gotten to the point now where I don't even look at the lineup. I know that I'm going to work out at the live.
Yep. Yep.
I don't look at the lineup anymore to see what it is that I'm going to be doing. I
Nope.
show up
Yep.
and I do what's necessary. I have everything that I need right there near me, and I show up.
Yep.
And I get
Yep.
it done. I do know what, I'm not going to spoil it. I do know what happens down the line with certain things and certain
Right.
weeks.
Right. Certain
But,
weeks and days and stuff
but
and junk.
yeah, that junk. But other than that, I show up every morning ready to roll.
Yes,
Whether I'm
sir.
feeling it or not. And sometimes I might have to put a text out there to my peoples, and they may give me a kick in the butt, and I get it going.
Yes, sir.
But
Awesome.
I'd say to anyone out there, give it a chance. I mean, this is a life-changing program. And I say that with all honesty because I know the changes that this program has made in my life. And I am happy about that. And I celebrate that every day, feeling good, feeling bad, or whatever. I'm here because of a lot of what I have learned in the body changes that I've made because of this program.
Right. Awesome. Awesome, brother. I appreciate that so much. Thank you again for coming back on the show. Always great to talk to you, whether it's on air or off the air, my brother, for sure. And to the B.A.R Fitness TV podcast folks, make sure you check out the podcast. It's a daily podcast, Monday through Friday. And the YouTube channel is every Tuesday and Thursday. Make sure you check us out. Just search B.A.R Fitness TV. And this podcast, this whole media platform is based off of 1 Timothy 4:8, where your body, your physical fitness is important, but Paul said, don't forget your spiritual body. So until next time, you guys, God bless. Peace out.
Appreciate you.
It's just different.